Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Lions at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Henry again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So the first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Running left, it's Henry. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble, recover. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he...
Is
shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now the try here for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Lions 10, 49ers 7. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chase Young.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the end.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You block over here. 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. The Lions pick it up. There he goes left side. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run here with Swift. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. He'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It's Williams on the catch. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry
take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film. Do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. That's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw here. Flushed out right.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Gay now set to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one. Come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Right back to him on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing now is Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. the gun. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the option, here's Henry.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges from the remainder of this ball game.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Steps away.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Drake Jackson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Henry running right. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, here comes Swift. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try it now with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this